Hi, welcome to our Sunday monthly meditation with OM3 Yoga. My name is Lara, and I so appreciate whether you are here watching us in person or you are on our Zoom or watching the recording later. We are grateful that you participate with us. So we're going to go on a little bit of a journey and navigation today. And so as you're ready, just allowing yourself to find a comfortable place to either sit or lay down, allowing yourself to maybe start to shift your body and get comfortable. If you have an eye pillow, you can place that over your eyes. It's sometimes helpful to have a blanket nearby, even though we're here in the desert, it's very warm, but our body temperature tends to drop as we move in the meditation practice. It's just important to stay warm. Beautiful. So let's just start as you're getting ready and taking a really big exhalation. Then taking a big inhalation, maybe filling your abdomen. And then exhaling, just feeling the abdomen soften and your body sink into the support that's holding you. Taking another really big, deep breath into the abdomen. Maybe even taking a little bit more breath in that you think you can. Perhaps a little bit more. And then we're going to exhale and slowly let the body release on the exhalation and maybe shifting to get a bit more comfortable. And feeling the breath coming in and out of the nose. As you give yourself permission today to go on an adventure, allowing everything that you experience today to be an insight or information for you to be curious, gather wisdom, perhaps shifting perspective. Take another really big, full, deep breath in. And exhaling. To settle your body a little bit deeper, just to connect with the senses. So noticing the sounds that may be within you or around you, and allowing them to be there. Noticing any smells, any tastes, perhaps the air on your skin, and the places where your body is being held. Just letting everything be just as it is, without judging it or wanting it to be any different. And then taking a moment to connect with an intention for your practice today. Perhaps you have a word or something that you've been working with and welcoming that. Or maybe there's just a word or feeling, sensation, color that may be coming into your awareness right now. Perhaps that means something to you, and maybe that's your intention for today. Something that you want to bring in more of in your life. And as we deepen our practice today, I also want you to open up to this idea that there is a mind kind of behind the mind. And the deeper mind is where your true knowing is. And sort of what we call the surface mind is places where we have stories or we have beliefs. agreements, ways of doing things, habits. And our deeper mind might want something different than what the surface mind wants, but we're just going to allow ourselves to ease into that a little bit today. So just welcoming again whatever arises. Also taking a moment to notice what's true for you in this moment. Notice your breathing. Noticing you're resting. Maybe you're at the studio. Maybe you're watching the recording. Maybe you're at home. So just noticing, where are you? What's true right now? And then allowing yourself to imagine a safe place. And perhaps that's a connection with a pet or a person, a favorite room. Maybe there's an image that instantly brings you this place of feeling at ease. Allow yourself to connect with that. And knowing that that's always within you anytime that you need. Knowing that you can tap back into that during our practice today. So just taking a moment now to begin to notice the shape of your head, round like a sphere. Welcoming this sensation in the head, being aware. Bringing your awareness to your neck, noticing the shape of the neck like a cylinder. Feel the sensation, welcoming stillness. Bringing your awareness to the right arm, from shoulder to fingertips. Noticing the shape of your right arm. Feeling sensation, welcoming stillness. Noticing the shape of the left arm, from the shoulder to the fingertips. Feeling sensation, welcoming stillness. Noticing the shape of the rib cage, front and back. Feeling sensation, welcoming stillness. Notice the shape of the abdomen with awareness. Feeling sensation, welcoming stillness. Notice the shape of the spine, from the back of the neck to the tailbone. Feel the sensation, welcoming stillness. Notice the shape of the right leg with awareness from the hip to the toes. Feel the sensation, welcoming stillness. Notice the shape of the left leg with awareness from the hip to the toes. Feel the sensation, welcoming stillness. Looking at the shape of the whole body with awareness. Feel the sensation, welcoming stillness. Feeling the breath moving throughout the body, letting it bring you a sense of ease. Now we're going to take our mind on a little bit of an adventure. I want you to imagine that you are going to grab a backpack and you are going to begin to fill it up with all the things that you've been working on. Filling the backpack up with maybe things that you're ready to take with you. Some of the things that you're ready to maybe let go of. And all the other things that you want to take with you or you might not even know that you carry along with you. And I want you to imagine that you have a really big backpack and you can stuff all of the things that you want in this backpack. Just feeling yourself, put everything in there. Maybe there's some objects, maybe there's some colors, maybe there's some words. Just allowing everything to go into that backpack. And as you maybe place the things in the backpack, you can thank them for how useful they've been for you. Keep breathing. And I want you to imagine that you and your backpack are going to go on a journey. And so perhaps you just open the door from wherever you are right now and you end up in a very magical place. Maybe this is someplace that you know. It might be someplace that you wish you could go or you're imagining. Just imagining that you're opening the door and you see yourself there. And maybe there's kind of a field or a place where you can start to head out on a path. Maybe you're at a beach, maybe you're on a busy street. So just letting that come into your awareness and keep breathing. I want you to begin to walk along. You've got your big backpack on. And as you start to walk along, you might notice that some of the things are kind of heavy or that you're want to maybe let some of the things go. And perhaps there is a place where you can sit and you can start to let a few things go. You don't have to let everything go, but just letting maybe a few things that might feel a little bit heavy in the backpack, you can place those outside. And knowing that you can come back for them when we finish our practice or towards the end of our practice today, if you need to. But seeing these things and maybe thank them for coming with you on this journey, but you don't need them right now. Just feeling yourself release them, but kindly thanking them for showing up for you. And then we're going to put our backpacks back on and we're going to continue to walk along. And I want you to really visualize the steps that you're taking, watching your feet one step at a time, watching the earth that's below you, continuing to breathe. And as you're doing this, maybe you start to also notice the sounds that are in this place where you are. Maybe noticing any smells that are there. Just noticing what else is there with you. Keep breathing. Keep walking. And you start up ahead to maybe notice the sound of water. And so perhaps this is a creek, maybe it's the ocean, maybe it's a river or stream, perhaps it's a waterfall. And just starting to allow yourself to start to walk towards that water, whatever that is. Again, just one step at a time, visualizing yourself walking. Continuing to breathe. And as you start to arrive towards that body of water, towards whatever that looks like for you, you start to walk along the water. And then you notice that there is a bench or a rock for you to sit on. And you allow yourself to sit down on that bench or the rock and put your backpack down. You might even want to take, if you have shoes on, maybe take the shoes off and placing your feet in the water, allowing that water to help wash away anything that no longer serves you. And then I want you to look at the contents of the backpack again and looking at what else are you ready to release. Perhaps there's something that you've been working on so far this year. And as we're moving into a new season, we're sort of in this new season now, the fall, this time of letting go and releasing. I want you to think about what else can you release and let go of that might be in the backpack. Now, as you're getting rid of these things, it's very important to thank them and honor them how they've served you. And so just allowing yourself to pull one thing out at a time. Just allowing yourself to release, letting it go into the body of water. Maybe you wouldn't want to let it be placed on a leaf, and letting it float down the water. Or maybe you decide that you'd rather bury it near the water, just letting it all start to let go and release away from you. Just one thing at a time. Keep breathing. You're doing a great job. Reminding yourself how brave you are. All the hard things that you've done. Knowing that you're continuing to do hard things and you are doing a great job. Just keep breathing. When you feel like your backpack is more empty, I want you to go back and stand in that water. And maybe rising your arms up, perhaps towards the sun. And allowing the sunlight to start to fill your being, fill your heart, fill your energy. Feel the golden rays of light move into your being, into your body. Starting to connect deeper to yourself. Feeling a little bit more connected, a little less congested. Just connecting deeper with it, letting yourself breathe, feeling the water, helping to, again, wash and release whatever you're ready to release. Keep breathing. And now imagining that you're going to step away from the water. You might need to put your shoes back on. And now you notice that your backpack has gotten really small. And you can decide, is it something that you want to continue to carry with you, or do you want to let it wait for you? We're going to continue to walk along. And as you continue to go on this journey, I want you to recognize that sometimes there's some ideas that we might have or situations that we go through that we might need to get a little bit more insight. And as we've started to clear what no longer serves us away, it gives us an opportunity to get a little bit more clear and to start to shift the perspective or get a different insight. So I want you to imagine as you're in this beautiful place, you're walking along, you come across a challenge, and challenge is not something that's unfamiliar to you. It's something that you've navigated before. Let yourself breathe, let yourself be, bring this fully present into your mind. Maybe there's people that you're familiar with, or maybe it's just a situation. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. Just keep remembering to breathe or go back to the safe place or the inner resource within you. And I want you to think about, or doing your best, how would you navigate this differently? What would you like to happen instead? And I want you just to imagine, what would it be like if it was happening the way you wished it would be happening? Just let it come into your full awareness. Keep breathing. Is it something that you could walk away from? Can you maybe say something a little bit differently than you've said it in the past? But being patient and really kind to yourself, knowing that because this is different, it may feel a little wobbly and a bit more challenging, but just keep breathing. Not judging, just imagine. And we're going to step out of that, coming back to this beautiful place in nature again, seeing your feet in the earth. And then I want you to imagine what else could possibly happen. Ideally, no one's losing any lives or limbs, but what else could happen? Keep breathing, allowing yourself to dream, to imagine, to create and look at a different story. Keep breathing. Now I want you to maybe step away from that again. Perhaps you've gathered new insights and new information, new wisdoms, feeling a little bit clearer as you've released things, feeling this golden light from the sunlight starting to help guide you in this. We're going to walk a little bit further. I want you to visualize yourself walking again, and perhaps you're in a little bit different situation now. Maybe you're above what you were looking at before. Just letting yourself continue to notice what's happening. Is there a different perspective that you may be seeing right now? And I want you to continue to walk along and notice that there may be a tree nearby that's sort of calling to you. I want you to imagine that you can start to walk towards that tree. And as you walk towards that tree and arrive at that tree, you can decide, maybe you want to give the tree a big hug. Maybe you want to lean your back against the tree or sit down at the base of the tree. Or maybe you just want to acknowledge the presence or the grandness of the tree. Just allowing yourself to connect with that tree in any way that you need to. And then imagining this invitation from the tree for you to sit with it or be with it in some way that you choose. And you allow yourself to be with that tree and connecting with the wisdom of the tree. I want you to imagine in your being, you're in this different space, we're going to start to imagine our tailbone rooting down into the earth, just like the taproot of the tree roots down into the earth. Allowing ourselves to root, to reconnect, to gather stability, support of the earth. Knowing that we are not alone, we get to mingle with all of the critters in the earth, all of the little creepy crawlies and insects and slithery ones, the waters, the rocks, all of the things that are part of the earth, feeling yourself deeply connected to that, rooting into that. And I want your roots to stay down where they are. And imagine that you can start to breathe that essence of the earth into your being, letting yourself just breathe that up, letting it move back into the base of the spine, down the legs to the toes. Keep breathing this energy up through your torso, through your shoulders, through the crown of the head. So you have this support and stability of a tree within you. And imagining from the crown of the head, you're having tree branches reach up high and wide to the sky. Keep breathing. So like the tree that you've wanted to connect with, you have that being, that sense of being a tree within you too. Feeling yourself rooted, but also feeling yourself open and spacious, curious. Connecting with the sun, the clouds, the stars, the sky. Mystery, but also this place of being deeply rooted into the earth. Knowing this is a place where you can come back to anytime. It's another way to connect with an inner resource or safe space. Keep breathing. Allowing yourself to be nourished by the elements that are around you. The sun, the earth, stars, the winds, the heat, the rain. All of them can nurture us. Keep breathing and allowing yourself maybe slowly come back to this place where you are, wherever you're resting right now. You need anything from the backpack that or something you've left behind, please feel free to take that with you. And as you start to arrive back to the space where you're resting in now, allowing yourself to breathe, allowing yourself just to be, maybe noticing if you've shifted anything, shifting our perspective, maybe letting ourselves release. Noting what else do you want to take with you. Allowing your mind to drop into your heart. And as we drop the mind into our heart, knowing that our true essence is peace, is love, is happiness, is wisdom. That is who we truly are. Our mind loves to make up stories and likes to think that it's right so often. But we need to go sometimes a little bit deeper within and also learn to maybe step back and shift the perspective. So hopefully during our practice today, you were able to accomplish that. And if you have questions about that, I would love for you to reach out to me. You can reach out to info@om3yoga.com. My name is Lara. I'm happy to help you with that at any time. So as you might feel ready, if you're wanting to start to reawaken, maybe starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit, you can begin to reach and stretch, starting to bring your being and your body back. Knowing you're strong, knowing you're whole, you are complete, you're brave, you're doing such a great job. Keep reminding yourself of that, and you are a gift. So much love to you, many blessings. Namaste.